Hey everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm using the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot by Lo Scarabeo. And this reading is for Thursday, September 9th, 2021. And as always, I'm looking for a message to help us evolve, heal our souls, and come back to the pure spirit, the bright spirit, the all that we are. Okay, so what is it that we need to know? Okay. Ooh, so lots of energy today. Yay. That's good. Can't complain about that. It's a go for it day. You know, the Ace of Wands comes in and you can see it. It's like pure, raw, powerful life force. And the only challenge is that with the Chariot reversed, don't go too fast, and then don't end the day by drinking too much. On another level, it could be careful driving, so that with the Chariot reverse, because you know the chariots often are like our vehicles, literal vehicles. When it comes through reverse, the message can often be don't drive too fast, you might get a ticket, you know, be careful, and of course it could be dangerous. So watch your speed while driving. You're going to have lots of energy, and if it's not, well, usually this is physical energy. It usually is. But if it's not, it can be the energy that's needed to go within and to take care of things and change things, make some change. You know, when it's straight up, it's like you're going for it already, and it has to do with your willpower sometimes, and your determination, and it's usually very successful, but it depends on, you know, everything else. When it's reversed, we sometimes, like if this, like imagine you're traveling, you've got all this energy and you want to go, but this can be travel issues sometimes. It can also sometimes be feeling a little unstable. So we do have to be careful, you know. Managing our power, I think, is always the biggest challenge. I really just think all of life is a power management issue. So anyway, on another level with the Three of Cups reversed, we're going to have to be careful about cutting corners. You know, there is you can't cheat life. That's a spiritual law. You can't cheat life. Life will always give back to you what you put into it. And now, of course, we can take shortcuts when we're traveling, but we do have to be careful. You know, there is still that need for care. But generally, you know, with the Ace of Wands, we're in that realm of new beginnings and something that is something that we're really attracted to, and it's a greater, you know, a force for good. But we do have to be careful when traveling, because both of these cards here can relate to travel. And with the Three of Cups reversed, we just have to, you know, be careful about overindulgence of any kind. And like I was saying before, you know, be careful about trying to cut corners. On another level, it could be very careful about beating yourself up and feeling, you know, like a victim. Like, don't victimize yourself with your self-talk. You know, it's so easy to do. It's like you do something and then you're like, oh, shoot, what the heck, you know, what's wrong with me, right? You might say other things. We really do have to be careful about what comes out of us We don't want to stifle it at all. We want to just be with it and be okay with it, but we might have to turn it around, right? We might have to turn our self-talk around. You don't want to stew on it is the thing. Because then if you do that, then your life force just ends up turning back on yourself. And, that can cause many, many problems. So I'm glad that this one came through reversed today. I'm sorry, straight up today and not reversed. And that these reversals are not so bad because it's always good advice to not overindulge and not beat ourselves up. And, to not try and, cut corners to the point that we're cheating in life. That's always good advice. And then also to not go too quickly and to be careful. Because sometimes when this card is straight up, we have control over our movement usually, but we do have to be careful about going too fast. But when it's reversed, sometimes we have this like restlessness, and especially with this combination here, there's a lot of life force, and it could create this restlessness that wants to change, wants to make a change. But if we don't do it in the right way, then we can end up ending the day with like, oh, I'm just going to have a six-pack and think about it, kind of thing. Or for people that indulge in other ways, oh, I'm just going to, grab the bong and think about it. I've got to get the energy on a different level. But the deal is, if we go with that life force within, and we work to stay balanced, to keep the forces balanced. The challenge is that we're here on a planet that is dualistic. We are unitive beings who come from 100% bliss and love, just the all of everything in unity. And then here we are born into this reality where it's not always something to celebrate, and it's often dualistic. And I mean, we are on a plane of duality. We are literally on a plane of duality. But what we can do as adults, once we know better, is to not think so black and white, and to get into the realm of inside of us, that universal realm inside of us, where we can always find something to celebrate, we can always find something to be grateful for, and we can align our life force with taking the right middle way and not being, pulled in either direction too far, because that's our task here on Earth. We're here to balance out our life force, literally like balance out the movement and the power of our life force, so that we can join forces and come together with each other in loving ways. So it's often those small little things every day that really make a difference, that really count. It's the small little just attitudes towards life. Like you stub your toe and it's so painful, hurts so bad, you want to like lift the bed up or the table or whatever you hit and throw it across the room if you had that kind of strength, right? Or you can decide you want a bigger place to live where you have more space, and work towards that, right? And celebrate the fact that you have the table or the bed that you ran into. You can also opt for different kinds of shoes or wearing shoes at all, to protect your toes. There are so many options, and it all depends on your attitude to make those changes. Because this is the Chariot, when it's upright, is a force for change. When it's reversed, we're going to have to be, very careful so that it doesn't lead to a problem. And other options, like if you're stubbing your toes on furniture or you're feeling that restricted, we can move furniture in a different way. Or we can, I remember this one bet I used to have years ago. I ended up like whipping out the duct tape and washcloths, little bunch of washcloths and wrapped it around it. So if I did stub my toe on it, at least it didn't hurt so bad. But, when you get older, you stop rushing around like that. But I used to rush around and try to do too much. Those days are gone. So anyway, tell me some ways. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think about these cards. I know I have so many tarot readers out there, and I love your comments, and I love your stories that can kind of relate to mine too. Let me know if you've had or toe stubbing episodes that made you make changes. Nothing like pain to get us going in a different direction, right? Okay, well, that's it for today. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.